everyone, and welcome back to the channel. For those of you just joining us, my name is Alfred, and this is Capital City Aquatics. And in today's video, I'm just going to be doing a status update on how my fish gallery is starting to shape up. I recently had all of the electrical done by a licensed electrician, so no need to worry there, but I had all of the electricity done in my basement, and I've started to advance my setup as far as my fish gallery goes. So I just thought I would update everyone on how things are going. My basement is very well lived in and has been for a number of years, so there's a lot of clutter and stuff down here, but we're slowly getting to the process where I can use it as a working fish gallery, and I'll just show you what progress I've made so far. Okay, so over here we have the tank I've always been running in my basement, my 20-gallon blue moss-gal male guppy tank. Right now it's just being supported on a table, and I have just a few other products that I put on the table because I don't have right now storage for them. So I have my API freshwater master test kit, and then I have just some of the food that I feed them. I have some aquarium salt, my vinegar eel cultures here as well, but as you can tell, my males are swimming around. I just fed them, so they're still actively looking for the food. My Java moss in here is doing okay. I have some floating plants as well, and everything in this tank seems to be doing quite well. Later today I'll be pulling some of my males out of this tank and putting them into a breeding tank with some of my blue moss-gal females, and I'm going to be starting the next round of breeding with them, and that's going to be a series that I'll be documenting quite in depth, just in case anyone wants to know how the selective breeding process that I do works. All right, and right here we have a tank that I'm working on. It's nowhere near finished, but this is going to be entered in a local aquascaping competition for my fish club. Just a quick sneak peek at it. Still lots of other plants and whatnot to come, but this is how it looks so far. Nothing overly complicated. Like I said, aquascaping is not necessarily my thing, but I'm just trying my luck at it this time around. Still have quite a bit more plants that I want to add to this to fill in, and we'll see how that goes later this month. So there's my little 5-gallon aquascaping tank. All right, then over here I have a makeshift stand for my 10-gallon tank. I keep a lot of my water chemicals and my food and fish meds over here. So you can see I have some Chem Prime, some Stability, some Northfin foods, and some different fish medications. And up here I have my brine shrimp hatchery, which is not being used right now. I don't feed brine shrimp on a daily basis, but I did get the Zist brine shrimp hatchery. I love it, and I do use it on a weekly basis, but just not right now. And then I also have my magnetic algae scrubber here, because I will be doing some tank maintenance today, and I'll be needing that, so I just got it out. And this is the tank that I had set up last week for my new fish. I've added a huge clump of Java moss to the tank. I have my sponge filter running in the back, and I'll just zoom in on some of my fish, but I did instant cycle it with the sponge filter from my other tank. You can see that that video I did last week. I'll put a link in the description, but let's just take a quick look and see how the guppies are doing. So as you can see, they have colored up a bit, and haven't had any losses with this because of the instant cycle. And I did add, like I said, a large clump of Java moss just to provide some hiding spaces, because some of the females that I picked up were pregnant. They're not ready to give birth yet, but when the time comes, I'll have the Java moss in there for them so that they can hide in there. All right, and then here I just have my Python system. Like I said, today is going to be a water change day for me, so I have that out. I also have just a couple of random buckets, and then I have just some towels just in case things don't go well. And then over here I have just an empty tank, not set up, nothing in it except just some gravel. That will be something I look to work on as I continue to fill in the fish room, and not quite sure yet what's going in there, but that's to be determined at a later date. All right, and here I just have some more of the guppies I picked up from a local breeder. I have the males in this tank. I have them separated from the females. The females just recently gave birth a little while ago, but I have males in here. It's a 20-gallon with a digital thermometer on here. Don't have any substrate or anything in this tank. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing as far as planting. And then here I have the female tank with some fry. You can see there's probably about 10 to 12 fry in this tank. Again, it's a 20-gallon clump of Java moss in here just to help with the survival rate of the fry. Females still look like they're pregnant, so I'll be keeping them in this tank for a while until I'm absolutely certain they've done giving birth, and then I can put the females and males back together and the fry can grow out in this tank. I have a little sponge filter here. All right, so this is my 55-gallon tank that I picked up last summer. This will be the next tank I work on as far as my setup goes. I just have to build a stand for it. It didn't come with one. Right now it's just basically sitting there empty with a piece of driftwood I got at a local auction. I'll be stocking this tank with some cories, so I'll be putting a sand substrate in here. Right now I just have large gravel, but I'll be removing that, putting some sand, some cories, and most likely my male guppies will be transferred over to this tank. Just haven't had a chance to get to Home Depot yet to pick up the 2x4 lumber that I need for my stand, but that is a project that I hope to start working on shortly. And yeah, this tank, it came with a light when I bought it. Bought it from someone I know. It didn't come with a lid, so I'll probably be putting a plexiglass lid or something equivalent to that on there, and hope to get this set up and running very quickly. So yeah, as you can see, just the gravel substrate, but that'll be removed. and I'll be putting down sand for my quarries, and then I'll be using this probably in another setup. So the gravel will be repurposed in one of my other tanks. All right, and then here we have just more empty tanks with, you know, spare parts. I have a number of hang on the back filters that I'm going to be getting up and running once the tanks are running, some canopies, spare lights. I have a spare heater here as well, and just a lot of different tanks for different projects I'll be working on, and not quite sure yet what's going in those, but again, building of the stands will be required for these. I don't want to keep them on the floor, so this will be future videos coming up. Will be building stands and stocking these tanks. But now that I have my fish room available and open to me, these will all be things I'll be working on over the next few months. All right, and here's a tub that I purchased. It's about 150 gallons is what I've been told, and I'll be looking to set this up and probably putting some mutt guppies in here and seeing how they do in a large water volume like this. I have a sponge filter or something that I can put in there, or possibly two, and we'll see what success I have with raising mutt guppies in this tub. So it's quite deep. I might put just some floating plants in here, some duckweed or some water lettuce, and we'll see. But it's a nice tub. It's 150 gallons, like I said, and I hope to get this up and running once the weather here in Ottawa warms up. All right, and here I just have a small shelving unit that I'm reusing for my aquarium supplies. I have different things on here. Just quickly zoom in. So I have some filter media, some brushes for cleaning hoses and whatnot, and different types of filter media for my aqua clear hang-on backs, some feeding bricks for if I happen to leave for a week or so. Then I have more filter media for my canister filter, my Eheim. I have extra hose lines for my pumps. And then I have my aquascaping tools down here, and just a random plastic plant that I have sitting around. More of my filter media for my Eheim. And then I also have the sponge filter that I'll be using in my 55 when I get it set up. But I'll be putting this sponge filter and running it as a secondary sponge in my 50 gallon, just so that it gets seeded and I can do an instant cycle in my 55 when the time comes. All right, and then here we have my 10-gallon breeding tank. This tank will get moved down into my fish gallery. I'll drain it back a little bit and bring it down so it's easier to carry. Juvenile blue Moscows that I have in here today will be relocated to the adult tanks, and I'll be setting this up for my next round of breeding. I'll probably keep the 2 adult females I have in here, and I'll be adding a few more, and then I'll be putting in my males as well. And like I said before, I'll document that as in-depth as I can, so that it can provide you some insight on how I do my selective breeding. But the plants in here obviously are doing very well, nice lush and green, and the fish have grown to a point now where it's time to be put in with the adults, and the next round of breeding can start. So this will get a cleaning as well today, and relocating the fish that are in here to the other tanks. And then last but not least, it's my blue Moscow female tank. I have this in my office right now, but again, this will be brought downstairs to my fish gallery. Not looking forward to doing that. That's going to be a bit of an undertaking, but I'll empty the water back as much as I can and move it downstairs into the basement so that I have all of my tanks in one location, and it's easier to do tank maintenance on them in the basement. Upstairs it's a little trickier even with my Python system. And the fry that I have in here have grown up a bit now. I'll see if I can find one for you. All right, so here we have one, not quite a month old yet, but yeah, there's enough hiding spots in the tank, even with all of the females, that they're able to survive some of them. I think I have about 4 or 5 in here. And again, all of the plants are doing well, and the fish are doing well. But yeah, this will be a tank that I move down into my basement when everything is ready. And I'll continue with the setup down here. All right, folks, so that's just, again, a very quick tour of the area that I'm going to be setting up as my fish gallery or fish room. Certainly hope you liked the tour. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I count on the support from my subscribers. Leave a comment below if you have any perhaps ideas of what fish I can be stocking my 55 with. And I'll be catching you next week. I try and come out every week with a new video. So hit the notification button, and that way you're notified when I do come out with the new ones. Thanks for now, everyone, and have a great day.